I'm Ted from Landshark Attachments, and we're here today with our new Land Grader. We also build one at Everything Attachments, but we've added some of the things on it that people have been asking for, which is adjustment up and down for your cutting edges, and you do have dual placement to put your cutter bars, and I'll explain the differences of why you would want to use one adjustment versus the other. On the Land Pride we looked at, they used a thinner tube on the front and then ran a steel rod behind the rippers to keep it from ripping out the back of the tube because it's thin. On this, we used a thicker tube with the U-shaped pieces that we weld under the bottom of the tube for where the ripper shank hits against so that it doesn't tear that area. And it gives you a lot stronger hold. And that rod behind there, we just don't really like that because it's just trying to make a thin tube stronger. And so what we've got we think is even stronger. We're using our American-made super tough Bill ripper shanks. We're using our American-made vault cutting edges on this. This is a Category 1 quick hitch. This is the smaller one, the small version. This is a 60-inch. There is a bigger version that'll be a Category 1 and 2 coming out. But this would be good for up to about a 55 horsepower tractor or so, just depending on the tread width you wanted and the size road you had. So as you can see here with the holes, which is what you would loosen up, then the whole bar system in here will go up and down. Now to me, the way we have ours set up, it's absolutely perfect, fixed. But here's the advantage. You know, a lot of people think they want to cut deeper, they want to cut shallower, and in some cases you might get a little adjustment out of that. The main thing I think it does for me is as my cutting edges wear, I can move my cutter bars down to maintain the same amount of cut. They're also reversible cutting edges, so you'll get more wear there. And we've put the holes on the back side of the tubes here in case you want to put a back blade on it to back up, which you can do. We're going to sell all of ours, instead of the ripper shanks being an option, we're going to sell them all just with it. It's just easier to do it one way and make them and leave them in there. You've got an extra set of holes. So right now the cutter bars are sitting approximately in the middle of the slides, and they do have the rippers on them. Now, even if you're using the rippers to break up the light crown in a road and stuff like that, I probably would want my cutting edges to be in the middle, just to give it more levelness. Now, if you're after a real aggressive cut, if you've got a really bad road and what you need is a real aggressive cut and your rippers to dig in deep, even though you could lower the rippers here, you would want to pull your cutting edges back a little bit to let everything kind of settle down a little bit after the rippers go through before your cutting edges get to them. So for standard use, I would leave it in the forward position. For severe use, a really bad rutted road, you've got 6-inch places where the water's washed through, move your bar to the back where you'll be able to clear up the mess after your rippers have turned it up a little bit. So we're really proud to have the new Landshark logo and our whole line of attachments. I think it's going to be a great thing for us and you. You're going to be able to buy the attachments that are similar to Woods and Land Pride and the other name brands with superior engineering. Our motto is quality by design. That's trademarked by us. And if you design it right, you get the quality, and that's what we're all about. We have also added the replaceable wear strip there because dirt and stuff's not too bad on them, but when you go to Granite Rock with the granite dust in it and down in Florida where they're having to drag long roads, they are wearing these strips out, so you will have those replacements available. So you can see here we've put the holes in the back just like in the front. You can put an edge on the back of it. I've seen it done. I don't know why I would do it. I usually just lie mine down and drag them backwards. I don't think this is meant to be doing cutting backwards, although you could do a little bit of it. Kubota Orange, that's Landshark Attachments. We're kind of catering to the Kubota customer, and I think orange is starting to really look good compared to some of the yellow on some of the tractors. I didn't think I'd like it at first, but I'm kind of getting used to it. We love our new Landshark decals, our whole new Landshark line. We're only about a quarter of the way through designing all the attachments that we're going to have because we're really expanding our attachment line. We've been leasing a building for the last 4 years. We're getting ready to move into our own building, which is over twice as big, where we can manufacture in one building and put it together and do everything at one place instead of having to bring it over here after it's been painted only about a day and put a strap mark or something on it. We're trying to get it to where we'll have days to let this sit, cure before we send it to you, to make sure that the paint even gets better and better on these. Pretty much this is got a formed channel on it here for strength, and it's a lot like the Land Pride with a few improvements. Everything is laser cut and indexed, and we've added all the American cutting pieces on it, the ripper shanks, the cutting edges, and just tried to make it, a piece like we would at Everything Attachments by improving it with the better way of putting the rippers through the tube and so forth. We think we've got what you're looking for here for your smaller tractors with this light design. We've also got the bigger one coming. Give us a call or an email at Everything Attachments, and we'll be happy to help you. Make sure you get the right land grader for your tractor.